welcome to Kirk's Corner. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making it to my first ever video. Well, me and Mountain do videos, of course, but this is my own personal video that I'm doing for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about stock screeners, something super simple and free for everyone. So let's just jump right in. So I am sharing my screen with all of you, so hopefully you can follow along with me and we'll go step by step through this. Okay, so Google homepage, right? Let's just Google Yahoo Stock Screener and go to this first link here. Okay, so I normally use E-Trade's stock screener, but since not everyone has E-Trade, I'm just going to show you Yahoo's because it's free and anyone can use it, and it pretty much does the same thing anyways, right? Here we are. This is the page that you'll come to initially. At the top here, you'll see equity screeners, mutual fund, ETF, future, and index. They're all more or less the same thing as far as filters are concerned. They're just, futures and indexes are different than equities, of course, right? I don't want to go through it in this video, but I definitely can in another video. But for the purpose of simplicity, let's just do equity screeners today. So we'll click it and it'll bring you to this screen, right? And you'll see 5 basic filters here on your left, which is region, market cap, price, sector, and industry. Okay, so let's just start at the top, right? Region. This is pretty self-explanatory, right? These are all your countries that are, that have companies you can invest in. So we'll keep it simple today. We'll just do United States. And this is the first filter, right? And it gives you a estimated result over here to the right. What this is how many stocks you can find within the US economy right now. Right, so 14,000 is definitely way too many to sit here and click through and try to find a stock, right? So this is the point of stock screeners. We want to get that 14,000 down to a more manageable number that we can do some research on some stocks, right? So let's go to the next filter, which is market cap, which just stands for market capitalization, which is nothing more than the outstanding shares that a company has times the share price. So for an example, right, real quick, market cap of Amazon. We just go to Amazon's page real quick. If we scroll down a little bit, you'll see these words and numbers here, right? Don't worry about it. I'll explain them in another video, hopefully, as we get more in depth into this and I, start explaining more. But we want to keep it simple today. So right here, you'll see market cap, 1.218T, which is trillion. Okay, so Amazon's market cap is $1.2 trillion, which is ridiculous, okay? So we'll just go back to our screener, and back in market cap, you'll see it's broken down into some categories. You have small, mid, large, and mega. Some other screeners might have micro as well, but this is fine. Small, mid, large, and mega encompasses most of the companies that you're going to be wanting to look for anyways. And typically, this is just broken down on how much a company is worth. For example, a small cap is between 50 million and 300 million, and a mega cap 200 billion and greater. Okay. So we're just going to stick with my preference because I like small cap companies because they're volatile, they're risky, and you stand to gain some money. Okay, so that goes for anyone you choose, but I like small cap because I can afford those stocks as well. Let's see. So choosing small cap brings our estimated results down to 9,378. So a little bit better than 14,000, still way too much for me to want to go through. So our next filter is going to be price intraday. And if we click this blue thing over here that says greater than, we'll see additional options for less than, equals, or between. I use between because I'm looking for a range of prices that I know that I can afford and get into. Okay, so for me, I'm looking for a stock between $15, and $20, okay? And then this brings our estimated results to 420, right? It's not bad at all. Still too high, so let's keep going, okay? So sector, there are 11 sectors in the US economy that we can, sift through. For the purposes of this video, let's just use two of them, technology and consumer cyclical. Technology stocks, it's anything dealing with technology, computers, IT, so like IBM, things like that. It's all technology. Consumer cyclical, think of like stores, like Macy's maybe, JCPenney. Stores that'll have like big sales during holiday seasons or things like that. Travel agencies, traveling companies that are like, they're busier in the summertime, so you see like an influx of their growth in the summertime. These are all cyclical, right, because they come in cycles. Okay, so if we just choose those two sectors for an example, right, it goes down from 420 to 58. A much more manageable number than the 14,000 we started with. But just for fun, let's just do this last filter they have here, which is industry. And we'll see a plethora of industries here. Let's just choose, let's just choose auto parts and see what happens. Okay, so it brings us down to two results. I have no idea what these are. But if you're into this, right, if you're into like auto parts and technology and whatever, let's just go to find stocks and see what they are. So we have Adient and Motorcar Parts of America. Cool. Right, so based on your filters, like if this is die hard what you wanted to invest in, these are your two choices. That's pretty much what it boils down to. Or, at least it gives you an idea of something you could do some research on. Like if you wanted to research Adient, you just Google their website and start poking around, seeing who their leadership is, who's the CFO, CEO, what do they do, things like that. One thing that I look at that I want to show you guys real quick, let me just get my pen out so I can show you. This right here, the 52-week range. Oh, that's hideous. Anyways. So the 52-week range down here at the right of these two companies, this is something I look at personally. It's definitely not like a definite indicator of how a company is doing, but it's just something I like to look at because I want to know where a company is between the past 52 weeks. Normally, if the company's on the high end of this 52 weeks, I will probably leave it alone. Unless I know they're going to have like some exponential growth and this 52-week range is going to get higher and higher. But in a steady economy, once a company's at the 52-week high, it's kind of hard to break that point. Like you get a lot of resistance at that point. So I like looking at ones that are on the lower end of their 52-week range, and it might prompt me to do a little bit more research for that. So that's like a quick and dirty rundown of a stock screener. Something else I want to show you real quick is right here. We'll see add another filter. Okay, so Yahoo gave us 5 default ones, okay, but there's plenty that you can choose from. Like if you wanted to get into earnings per share, EPS, you can add this to your stock screener and it just adds it to the 5 that you already had. Pretty useful tool. Definitely something I think everyone should know about if you're interested in like getting started with investing, or if you are an investor and you're running out of ideas, like I don't know what to invest in anymore. Well, this is, just do some, narrow down some results and see what companies pop up, and then do your research from there. It's fun. I like this kind of stuff, so I'll sit here and research companies, for a couple hours a day or an hour a day. I use it for E-Trade, so on my watch list, I might have 20 or 30 stocks that I have on my watch list that I've wanted to invest in, that I'm just like, waiting for the income to invest in them. And I got that watch list from my stock screeners, right? I'll make a filter one day, I'll get like a result of 58 and I'll just go through them and pick some. and I'll leave them on watch list and see what happens. That's pretty much it for stock screeners. Please let me know if you want me to go more in depth on like terminology, like what some of this means. More than happy to, especially like in these filters. Like you want to know like what earning per share means, like what it can do for you. I can definitely do some videos, you know, kind of breaking those down for you, making it a little bit easier to understand. But this video is just for stock screeners, like just to get you into them, start doing some research, start showing you kind of what they are. So yeah, thanks for coming to my video, and I think on the next one I'm going to talk about like personal finance. What do you do with your saved money once you've saved some? What can you invest in? What are some like good safe options for you? If you're younger and you want to do like more risky investing, I can talk about that. Yeah, just get a little bit more personal with like the personal finance side of things. You know, what do you do with your money? But yeah, so now for the joke of the day, I'm gonna try to end every video with one. What kind of flower grows between your nose and your chin? Let me know in the comments below. See you guys.